Okay, welcome back to the Dublin Academy of Maths. Now my name is Michael and we're doing Leaving Cert Ordinary Level Maths, Series 6, Episode 3, Paper 1, Speed, Distance and Time. Speed is equal to distance over time. Now when we're calculating distance over time, we usually represent it in kilometers per hour, okay? Or minutes, meters per second, okay? So you can see that it's distance over time. So if you're unsure how to calculate speed, you can go, well, what it was when I was in the car last, I travelled at 35 kilometers per hour. You know that this distance over time. Okay, so you would write this speed is equal to distance over time, right? So because you're going to manipulate this formula. Now, if I wanted to, so in these type of questions, when you're giving functions or when you're giving information, you're usually something is left out, okay? Usually distance or usually whatever, time, you know? It's not always speed they're looking for. So if you're looking for time, you have to manipulate, or for example, say we're looking for time in this case, we have to manipulate the formula so as to reflect time on its own, okay? Now why do I do this? It's because I'm giving everything except time. So I have to manipulate the formula so that makes t the subject of the formula. Okay? So then now I can find the time taken by the distance over the speed. Okay? So time is distance over speed. Okay? And now we can go on and we can do, let's say we wanted to find d on its own. Okay? So we want to manipulate the formula so d becomes on its own. Well, therefore d over t, so get rid of the s of the t is equal to d. Now, I just brought that up and multiplied it. This is manipulating the formula. So in other words, distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So distance is equal to speed by time. Alright. Now, I'm going to do a question now. We'll have a look at a question here. And it's a question from the papers, past papers. And it says, Alice, I'm going to read it out actually. And it says, Alice frequently travels from her home to Cork, a distance of 85 kilometers. The journey usually takes 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so the first thing I do is, I'm going to draw this out, right? And I'm going to show you why I'm drawing it out. Now I'm drawing it out because I want to visualizing this. So she tries from her home to Cork. Alice does, okay? And she travels a total distance of 85 kilometers. From there to there is 85 kilometers. And the distance and the time it takes her is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now, I have to translate that to minutes because it's not a decimal, okay? Because it's not 1.15. If I want to make it a decimal, I have to multiply the 15 by 60. Okay, but we rather just change everything to minutes, okay? So 1 hour and 15 minutes is 60 plus 15 is 75 minutes it takes her, okay, to do this journey. Now it says, find her average speed. Well, average speed, we know, looking at the formula, speed is equal to distance over time. So the distance was 85 kilometers over 75 minutes. And now because I'm doing in minutes and I want to change it into per hour, because everything is relative to hours per hour, I multiply by 60. Okay? And I use my calculator and I calculate that and it works out to be 68 kilometers per hour. So that's her average speed, 68 kilometers per hour. Okay? So you would say her speed, Alice's speed is 68 kilometers per hour. Okay, now, so that's the first part you've done. Okay, so that's 75, takes her 75 minutes. I'm putting this all up so as I can work down. Okay, so that's part 1. Now, part 2. On a day of very heavy rain, her average speed on a 28 kilometer section, so I'm going to write the 28 kilometer section, of the journey was reduced to 35 kilometers per hour. So she was only traveling at 35 kilometers per hour, not her usual speed at 68 kilometers per hour. how long did this section of the journey take on that day? How long did this section of the journey take on that day? Okay, now we're looking how long means what time. Okay, how long is time? Right, so you really know, you're being asked to do, so you just have to put them into, represent them in a formula type. Okay, so we know that the time is equal to distance over speed, and the distance here in this case was 28 kilometers all over the speed, which was 35 kilometers per hour. Okay, and in order for us, so we'll have a look at that. So the time, how long did the time take? So we'll divide that, and don't forget we multiply it by 60, okay? And we get part 2, and it works out as 48 minutes. Okay? So that journey there took 48 minutes. Now I picked this section near home because I didn't want to put one in here because it would get very confusing, you know, stopping, slowing down and starting, really, because you can change your section to any section you want. It's all a whole journey, you know. So that took 48 minutes, right? So that's up there, 48 minutes. So that's grand. So you would say that, so out in the question 2, 48 minutes. So part 3 is, it says, I'm going to read it out. How much longer, so here we go again, longer, how much longer? I'll read it out. How much longer did the total journey take on that day if she completed the rest of the journey at her usual speed? So give your answer correct to the nearest minute. Okay, so how much longer did the journey take on that day? So we have to find out how long was this journey now. Okay, so we have this one here. The whole journey takes 75 minutes. Okay, so the whole journey takes 75 minutes. But part of that journey is not, we're dealing with a new section now, because we have to find out this section, because of this slowdown we cannot include this but we will later on, because it's our average speed or our average time. Okay, so we're back to here. So we have to find out the distance from here to here. Right, so what's the distance from there to there, because it's another new section. Okay, so the distance from there to there is the total distance minus 28 kilometers. And I'll just check that, 28 kilometers. Yeah. Okay, 28 kilometers. Right, so we take them away. 85 minus 28 is equal to 57 kilometers. So now this new section is 57 kilometers, and now we have to calculate how long that took, right? Okay, so if she's traveling at her usual speed, which we worked out to be 68 kilometers per hour, okay, so we can say, so we bring down the time taken is equal to distance over speed. So the distance in this case, as we worked out, was, where is it gone, is 57 kilometers. There it is, 57 over the speed, which we know which her speed is, 35. No, it says her average speed is 68. And so here, average speed for Alice is 68 kilometers per hour. Now, it's usually more clearer than this. You would have it outside. Okay, so you can easily access it from part 2. And then we find out the time, we multiply it by 60, and we look for our answer, and the answer is equal to 50.294 minutes. Now it says to the nearest minute, so that's 50 minutes. So that section there now took 50 minutes. Okay, so you see that section there took 50 minutes. Okay, not 75 minutes. 75 minutes is a normal average day journey. Okay, now I've reduced this down because doesn't change the 9. The 9 changes the 2 to a 3, but the 3 will have no effect because it's less than 5. So it's just really left at 50 minutes. Okay, 294. I'll just leave that there. Okay, so now back to this. So that's 50 minutes. Okay, great. Right, now the next the part is how much longer. Okay, so now let's discover what is the new length now. So we've got the new length. The new time is new time. From when she had the problem with the rain. Okay, so it's 50 minutes plus 48 minutes, and that's equal to 98 minutes. Okay, so the new journey with the problem with the water was 98 minutes, and the old journey, the old time, which we found out was 75 minutes. And the question says how much longer. Okay, so the length, what was, how much longer did she have to spend driving that day? Well, you subtract them, okay? And subtracting them, you get 23 minutes. Okay, so that's the old time. The new time minus the old time will give us the excess time she spent traveling that day. So she spent traveling that day. Okay. Now that's the way I do it. There's other methods to do it. You can get averages, and you can deduce a lot of things from the averages, and you can take one from the other. I mean, in maths there's many methods to doing things, okay? But they all, so long as they all give the same result. Now a car, here we are, questions here. A car travels 92 kilometers on 12 litres of petrol. How far will it go on 30 litres of petrol? 92 kilometers, 12 litres. Is there speed mentioned here? No. Okay, so if there's no speed mentioned, it means that we're just dealing with ordinary maths here, and this looks like a ratio question. Okay, so be wary of the fact that once you see car travels, it's not speed. Once you hear speed, then you know. Like here, find the average speed of the following, correct to the nearest meter. Okay, question 11 says 2,000 kilometers in 2 hours 30 minutes. Find the average speed, obviously a plane. 150 kilometers in 2 hours and 15 minutes, obviously a slow car. 40 meters in 1 minute, it's a person fast walking, I think. Okay, so that's 4 minutes per, yeah. Well, it's a fast walk, 4 meters per hour. Now, so that's everything here. Now remember, if you have any problems and you've bought into the scheme and you're going to my website and you have a problem with some parts of the questions, don't forget you can contact me. You know, this is the whole, I supply support. Not only are these videos free on YouTube out of my time, but they will be linked to a website. You know, my website is dublinacademyonline.com. And then you get, if you want to join in, you join in and you get support. So if you have any problems with any of the questions on the Leaving Cert, you'll be able to contact me, and I have one of these what you call it, a tablet. Okay, I have a tablet, and then you know if you have a question, I can send you the question. I can send you the answer, and it's done out. Okay, so remember. Questions, practice, no fear. Thank you.